Greetings. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me because I got my headphones in from me listening to a book. We'll let some people get in. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me some hearts or some thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Peace, beloved. Grand rising. Yes, all clear. Cool. All right, so while I was out here walking, every morning I try to get a walk in, whether it's with my neighborhood or at a local park, just to ground myself and realign and all of that good stuff. I highly suggest it for those of you who are not connected with nature, especially during this time, beloveds. I wanted to come on here because I had, of course, everybody is thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are giving me some insight on what direction y'all want me to go as far as what to teach or what to talk about when I do come on here. Um, and I'm making notes and getting the list together. For those who missed the live yesterday, I asked specifically for our tribe to send me in my DM or in my email things that you want me to touch on, like topics y'all want me to specifically teach about. My goal is to make sure that all of this information that you are gaining, all of this information that you're coming across, that you're able to apply it to your life so you can become a better version of who you are. So, saying all that to say, it's a lot of people that are going through trials and tribulations, tests and challenges. In school, we call it the TNC, tests and challenges right now. The tests and challenges, beloveds, is because of the energy that's happening in your chart. You need to go specifically and look at where was Mercury when it was in retrograde? Where was it in what house was it sitting in? Okay? What house was it sitting in when it was in retrograde? Now, how do we apply this information? I guess is the best way. Typically, when you pull your natal chart, you're going to look where is the natural position of that particular planet. So since Mercury was in retrograde, go look at where the natural position was. Okay, there was a natural position in your natal chart that Mercury was sitting. It's going to bring whatever that energy is and what it meant to the house that is transiting. Okay, so once again, we're going to pull our natal chart. We're going to look at where was Mercury. All right. What house is it naturally sitting in? It's going to take that energy and bring all that energy and all them lessons into the house that it is transiting. So it's transiting Taurus right now. All right. It was transiting Taurus. And because it was transiting Taurus, this was a time that you needed to pay attention. Or was it Aries? Anyway, it was transiting. And you need to pay attention. Wherever it was transiting, you need to go and see where the hell it was sitting in your natural chart. All of that energy was happening all at the same time. We still have 2 weeks of shadow from this. Just because it went direct yesterday does not mean that you were in the clear. All right? That is going to mess up communication, relationships, transportation, technology. All of these dynamics are coming in play. Now, the other little badass that's happening right now is Uranus. Uranus is in retrograde still. It doesn't come out of retrograde for a good little bit. All right? Where is Uranus naturally sitting in? Your natal chart. Wherever it is naturally sitting in, you want to pay attention. Then you want to go and take that energy and apply it to the house that is transiting. So now you got 2 dynamics and 2 different energies happening all at the same damn time. All right? Pay attention. Uranus is the one that's in Taurus right now. Uranus energy is happening in Taurus. So you need to go see where Taurus sits in your actual natal chart. And that's a little badass motherfucker that is shaking up the house. Because that energy is about death. It's about transformation. Okay. That energy is about unpredictable events, unpredictable dynamics happening to you. One minute you might be getting this big check, and the next minute your car might be breaking down. Okay, so it's going to create a lot of havoc and chaos. Wherever it's showing up, it's coming to make you learn and transform in whatever house that it's going to show up. Another planet that's being bad as hell right now, Mars. Okay, all my babies that are in relationships right now, you are going to be tried. If the foundation of your relationship is not solid, it is going to be destroyed. Listen to me when I tell you. If it was already on shaky ground or it was already not serving you, it will be destroyed at this moment in time, and you will either have to rebuild it or let it go. Okay? Even with mom. You said, what if it's your moon? If your moon, what's your moon? Taurus is your moon? You should be good. Y'all still going to be affected because we just had that crazy alignment recently. Okay? But overall, you want to pay attention to Mars is about war. It has a very warlike energy. It has a very let's get it done energy. So depending on where Mars is sitting naturally in your chart and where is it transiting, most of y'all that's having issues with y'all relationships, 9 times out of 10 is between houses 4 through 8. 9 times out of 10, if you having issues with your relationships, houses 4 through 8 are being affected. Okay? 4 through 8 are going to be the houses that's going to be making y'all want to chop somebody in the throat or dot somebody in the eye. What does it mean when you have the Sun and Mercury, also Mars, all in the 7th house? Girl, you in danger. No, I'm just playing. You in danger. That's what it means. The 7th house is about relationships. So specifically when you have stuff going on in the 7th house and the 8th house, that is relationships, that's intimacy, that's other people's money. That 8th house, if you got Uranus, you can expect people to be transitioning. I'm going to keep it all the way real. It's going to be people transitioning. It's going to be inheritance coming in play. Property gonna come in play. Tax issues come in play with that house. In-law issues come in play with that house. Like I said, sexual energy might either be heightened, might either be you trying new shit. Like, it's a whole lot of dynamics that happens with that 8th house. 7th house is, like I said, intimate relationships, marriages, contracts, business partnerships. So all of these dynamics are coming into play. So when you throw somebody like Uranus in that house, it's literally there to test the fiber and the will of your relationship. So when you are going through what is going on at this moment, because you got to remember we have several planets in retrograde or just coming out of retrograde, which means we're still in the shadow effects of a lot of the planet energy. There are going to be dynamics that are happening that is going to test this throat chakra. Taurus energy is about the throat chakra too. Let's be clear. It's connected to your throat, your thyroids. All right. So it's going to push some buttons. It's going to make y'all feel like I just want to fight. It's going to have you ready to pop off every 2 seconds. The energy in the whole planet right now is on edge. There's a lot of anxious energy. There's a lot of tension. So this is why I be real adamant about, especially my tribe that take the courses. Y'all got to create these rituals that y'all are consistent with. You got to stay disciplined to whatever your routine is. Whatever your routine is, you want to stay disciplined to that. You want to stay in alignment to this is what I need to do to keep my own personal sanity. That way that you're so checked into your own personal heart, you're not being affected by, you know, your mate is popping off at the mouth, or your job is trying to fire you. Uranus in the 10th house is like you losing a job, you're changing into a different job. You might start your own business with Uranus in the 10th house. All right. So pay attention. Pay attention. There's a lot going on. And I really, really, really want to, make sure that this is why I probably have been pressing the importance of the natal chart probably since I've been on social media. Literally. That natal chart is a fool. Your human design is the key to life. Okay? Your natal chart is going to give you the blueprint. That human design going to show you how to move. Uranus is in your 8th house, beloved. Uranus in the 8th house, I'm telling you, I got the same placement. Uranus in the 8th house, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't experience people transitioning this year in your life. Uranus in the 8th house is either going to make you hypersexual or be like, nah, I'm a maintain and be abstinent. Okay? Uranus in the 8th house will create where all of a sudden you getting like money. This should have been a get money year for you, but it also should have been financially challenging as well, all at the same damn time. All at the same damn time. You do have Taurus, and y'all be killing me when y'all say that. I don't got Taurus in my chart. Yes, you do. You got all 12 signs in your chart. You might not have no planets in your Taurus, but you got all 12 signs. And I know you got a placement because Uranus is in transit over Taurus right now. So if you go to astrology.com or astro.com and push transits, it'll show you on the outside of the chart. It'll show you what's in transit. Okay. Somebody else asked me a question. How do we book to get? I'm supposed to be off, but it looked like the way that my life is going right now that I'm about to be back working. Before I thought I was gonna be off for the rest of the year, but that ain't how my life works. That ain't how my life set up. My life ain't set up like that. My life is you gonna do what the hell we tell you to do. That's what the spirits be telling me. They be like, nah, you gonna do what the hell we told you to do. We had you sitting there for a minute. Now we getting ready to shift some shit around you. So now you got to go back to work. So inbox me. If you want me to help you find certain transits, inbox me. And I can go over something very quick with you. Uranus is naturally in your 1st, but transiting your 6th. So, beloved, you want to pay attention to your health. Uranus transiting the 6th sometimes bring up unpredictable surgeries or health issues or work issues. That's another placement where normally people be getting fired from their job or quitting their job, that 6th house, or they end up having like unexpected health issues. If y'all look, Uranus getting ready to be in this energy for a minute. We're paused. Are we back? Are we back? I'm outside, so y'all already know. Let me see if I can walk back forward. Are we back? Okay, I got a little bit of Uranus in the 1st house and a little in the 12th house. So it's like, oh, that's an interesting place. That's dealing with self. So you wanting to transform yourself. You wanting to, it's cold as hell out here. You wanting to, this is normally like if you got Uranus in the 1st house or Uranus in anything dealing with beauty or how we look. That's getting ready to make you want to like do makeovers. This is a time frame where you'll be wanting to do other stuff to your physical self. It's also a time frame where you might be experiencing some health issues that come up out the blue, and all of a sudden now you're having health issues that you weren't planning on dealing with at this moment in time. So health is affected in first, sixth, sometimes the 12th house, because it's dealing with the mind. It's a couple of things. It just depends on how it's playing and what you got specifically going on. Like even the 5th house, if you've been trying to have kids, it normally creates some unexpected pregnancies. If it's in your 5th house or on the cusp of your 5th and your 6th house. Uh-oh, it's frozen. Hold on, I'm trying to get somewhere stationary. Everybody freezing. Am I still froze? I gotta get in the car. It's cold. I can't see y'all. Oh. Hold on. Let me get to the car, y'all. Let me get in the car. Okay. Lord, it was... Okay, can y'all hear me now? Oh, I need some shades. Yes. Hold on, let me put this. Are we back? We back? Are we frozen? We not frozen? It's probably just catching y'all up. And I actually can take this. Can y'all hear me? Ain't nobody saying nothing.